With everything from wild weather to an aging power grid, having a solid backup power source is starting to feel less like a luxury and more like, well, a necessity. But here's the thing, not all generators are the same. So let's dive in and figure out which one is actually the right fit for you. We've all had that moment, right? The lights flicker, and then just nothing. The Wi-Fi's gone, the fridge goes silent, and suddenly you're sitting in the dark. It's just so frustrating, and it seems to be happening more and more. Look, the time to figure out which generator you need is not when you're fumbling for flashlights. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the two main players in the game, the newer high-tech inverter generators and the old-school traditional conventional generators. By the end, you'll know exactly what you need for 2025 and beyond. Okay, so at their heart, both of these machines do the same basic thing. They take fuel, burn it in an engine, and create electricity. Simple enough. But the real difference, the thing that changes everything, is how they get that electricity from the engine to your stuff.
A conventional generator is all about brute force. It's a very direct, two-step process. The engine has to run at a constant and, honestly, kind of screaming 3,600 RPM. That's the only way it can produce the right frequency for your appliances. It makes AC power, and bam, sends it right to the outlets. It's simple, yeah, but also a little crude.
Now, an inverter generator is way more clever about it. It has this extra step that makes all the difference. It takes that raw AC power from the engine, and first, it converts it into DC power. This step basically cleans and stabilizes it. Then, a little computer, a microprocessor, inverts it back into a perfect, clean AC signal. This three-step process is the secret sauce. All right, time for the main event. Let's put these two head-to-head. We're going to look at the things that really matter to you. The quality of the power, how loud they are, how much fuel they guzzle, and how easy they are to lug around. First up, and this is a huge one, is power quality. An inverter produces what we call clean power. It's a steady, stable stream of electricity that's perfectly safe for your expensive, sensitive electronics, your laptop, your TV, you name it. A conventional generator, on the other hand, puts out dirty power. It's got tiny fluctuations and spikes that can literally fry the delicate circuits in modern gadgets. Now, let's talk about noise and efficiency, because they're totally linked. Remember how that conventional generator's always running full blast? Well, it sounds like it. It's about as loud as a lawnmower, constantly. Your neighbors will love it. But because an inverter can adjust its engine speed based on how much power you're actually using, it's so much quieter, like conversation level quiet. And guess what? That also means it sips fuel, making it way more efficient. So here's the classic trade-off. Inverters, with all their cool tech, are generally smaller, lighter, and way more portable. Perfect for taking camping or to a tailgate, but conventional generators are the heavy beasts. They're big, they're bulky, but man, they pack a punch. They deliver the raw, massive power you need for big tools or for running your whole house. Okay, so after all that, how in the world do you choose? Well, it really just boils down to a couple of simple questions about what you're actually going to do with it. This is it. This is the big one. Seriously, ask yourself this first. If you're going to be plugging in anything with a microchip, and the answer is yes, then your decision just got a whole lot easier. An inverter is pretty much tailor-made for modern life. If you're going RVing, need to keep your home office online during an outage, or just don't want to be that neighbor with the noisy machine, the inverter is your go-to. It's the smart, quiet, and safe choice for a world full of tech.
But what if your needs are a little less delicate? What if you're not trying to charge a phone, you're trying to run a circular saw or fire up the central air?
This is where the old-school conventional generator truly shines. It is an absolute workhorse. Think construction sites, workshops, farms, or for powering massive appliances like a well pump. When you just need the most power you can get for the lowest price, this is your guy. Okay, let's talk about the thing that's probably on everyone's mind, the money. We need to look at the upfront cost, the long-term value, and then I'll give you a few top picks for this year. Yeah, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Inverter generators cost more upfront, sometimes up to 50% more, and that can definitely make you pause and think twice. But that's not the whole picture. Because they're so much more fuel efficient, an inverter can easily save you $100, even $200 a year in gas. So over just a couple of years, that higher price tag, it literally pays for itself.
So if you're leaning toward an inverter, these are some of the names you're going to see everywhere. The Honda is a legend for being unbelievably quiet. And you've got great options from folks like Champion and Generac that offer cool features like running on propane or providing solid power for your home.
And if you need that raw, brute force power, here are the heavy hitters to look at. Brands like Duramax and Westinghouse are famous for their massive power output, making them perfect for a demanding job site or a really big house.
So what's the bottom line here? There isn't one best generator for everyone. It really truly comes down to what you care about most. Is it clean, quiet, and efficient power for your modern life? Or is it maximum, no-frills, affordable power for the toughest jobs?
Ultimately, the generator you choose says a lot about your plan. Are you just planning for a small inconvenience, keeping a few things running for a couple of hours? Or are you getting ready for a more uncertain future, building a system that can handle whatever comes your way? The right answer really depends on you.